Europe event session.
Hello, everyone from my side.
Hi, Natalia. How are you doing today?
Hello, especially from Poznan.
From
How about you?
Poznan. Well, it's pretty good
How is
in
Munich?
Munich. Not so bad in so far as weather. So I'm pretty happy with that. But who knows? Who knows what can happen?
For sure, beyond event.
That's right. The Beyond Europe event will happen. That's for sure. So, everyone, thanks for joining. I've already seen a lot of people say hi, hello, and hi in the chat. So, could we start with maybe the people saying where they're coming from, where are they writing from us? Where are they streaming from right now? So, for example, I'm streaming from Munich. Let's see. Let's see if people. Okay, from Wroclaw. Is that how you say it, Natalia?
It's a Wrocław.
Oh, sorry.
Wrocław.
From Koper, from
Wrocław.
Lithuania, Bologna. Hi, Andre.
Hi,
Hello, guys. Good morning. Hello,
How are you
everybody.
doing?
pleasure to have you.
Yeah. How's it?
Wonderful to see you guys again.
Excellent to see you
Me
again in
too.
this 2023.
Oh yeah, it's the first time that I see you on this year. That's for sure.
Hope
And
not
I
the
will be
last.
seeing you quite soon. Yes, again.
How's it in Portugal?
Well, it was sunny 1 week ago. Now it's again a little bit of cold, but here we still have cold and sun every single day. So you don't see the sun, but it's there because here it's well, we are against it. But if you come here, it's already 1 month more. It's beach time.
I love to hear that. So maybe
Yeah,
we will have to go there.
yeah.
But you are
Considering that the
very.
rest of Europe is with snow, we are well lucky on that.
Oh, well, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. So checking in on the people, I see that somebody's from Bologna, somebody's from Hamburg, Garching. Oh, that's where Unternehmertum is. Uh, Krakow,
Kraków?
Krakow, Lublin,
Lublin.
and Matera, and Poland, and Nantes. Another one from Munich, Galicia. That's a beautiful place on top of uh, Portugal. Very good food. Milan, another one from Spain, Poznan. Hey, Tenerife. I think they have sun there right now. Brussels, Vilina. I'll say a few more. Ribeiro from Lisboa,
Mm-hmm.
Ankara, Marseilles, Martinique, and finally another Munich. So, guys, welcome to the Beyond Europe event. Let me share with you something very interesting. Let me share this. Okay, can we see this?
Not yet.
But
Not
soon,
yet.
soon. Is it there?
Mm-mm. No.
Oh no.
Yes, it was a peer something, Adrian.
Ah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's try again. Judging from your silence, I feel it's not there yet.
It is. Yes, it appeared a small square saying Beyond Europe Info Session.
Okay,
So it's
okay,
like 4 people in the screen at the moment.
okay. Then you probably see it.
Very sure.
People in the chat can also confirm with me if they see the screen. So Beyond Europe, this is an info session to help you find your best match outside of Europe, and we're here to tell you all about it. And that's the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs Global Program. So in this hour, we will give you some information and introduction to what is the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs Global Program, which destinations you can go to, as well as your funding options. A very, very nice uh, NE, a very nice new entrepreneur which went out, will tell you a little bit about their experience. You may ask them questions. You can interact with them, and of course, at the end, there's a Q&A session for all of us where you can ask us questions, get your doubts sorted out, and yeah, exactly. After this, then you'll have a networking session here in Remo. As you can see, when you entered, there were some tables, some chairs, and you can move around and talk with each other. But more on that later. So what is the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs Global Program? So it's a program where it gives you the chance to do an international exchange in the US, Canada, Israel, South Korea, Taiwan, or Singapore for 1 to 3 months. You apply through one of the intermediate organizations. One of them is where Natalia is in Poznan, and then another one's in SPI with Andre. But more on that a bit later also. And you'll be able to find an experienced entrepreneur where you can work on, where they will help you, you will help them also with your own skills. And with this, you can progress with your business idea, project, or business that you have currently. So what are the requirements to be able to join the Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs Global Program? 1, be a citizen of the EU and or the UK, have permanent residency in a EU member state and or the UK, and finally have the firm intention of starting a business in less than 3 years and have less than 3 years of entrepreneurial experience. All of the three have to be met. And what we mean by have less than 3 years of entrepreneurial experience is that you have not started a business and you've been running it for more than 3 years. So that's why you are a new entrepreneur. So the destinations, US, we all know the US. It's the place where you want to go and make it big, find your dreams, the American dream. So the two destinations in the US is New York and California. California, we know it's the global center for technological innovation, Silicon Valley with all their startups, all the network, major companies over there. So very good destination. And then New York, it's a very business friendly state. There you can have a large pool of talent and contacts. And there you can find a market for anywhere in the world. So they usually say there is a community from any part of the world in New York. So if you want to do a market study, that's also a good place. Next one, Canada. Very business friendly, very nice, very beautiful country. You can go to Ontario, and there are many skill sets over there where you can tap into. So there's science, technology, engineering, math. It's very business competitive and very stable, and you can go to different sectors for that. So aerospace, automotive, food processing, life sciences, financial, software, film, and clean technologies. Or you can go to Quebec if you know France, if you know French. There are cheap startup costs and living benefits. The business sectors include IT and electronics, life sciences, finance, green and smart building, and manufacturing. So that's Canada. If not, you can go to Israel. It's a bit closer to home. It's down in the Mediterranean, and it's the fifth most innovative state worldwide. It has a thriving technology and startup industry, and it's focused on research and development and cybersecurity. Very good infrastructure for entrepreneurs. So good place to start your project. And I think over here, I give way to Andre.
Hello, everybody. So I will be presenting the countries from Asia, which are for me the most interesting countries since I pretty much love the region and I've been living there for a couple of years. And I will be presenting three countries. They are Singapore, Taiwan, and South Korea. So regarding on Singapore, I would say it's pretty phenomenal country. It's one of the most innovative nations in the Southeast Asia. It has wonderful and very strong research institutions, minimal bureaucracy, and a very pro-business environment. If you are European, and we are all European, we don't really need even a passport or a visa to go to Singapore. That is that easy. So it's really interesting. It's very efficient and has very high quality infrastructure. It's innovation oriented, and their business sectors mostly are manufacturing, including electronics, chemicals, medical sciences, and logistics. So if we jump now to Taiwan, I think it's the next one. Taiwan is one of the Asia's largest economies and also a manufacturing powerhouse. It offers very good welcoming conditions for international entrepreneurs, business friendly. It's a huge global competitive infrastructure. The new industry plan of Taiwan includes smart machinery, Asian Silicon Valley, green energy, biomedicine, national defense, new agriculture, and circular economy. So if your business is in within any of these areas or scopes, Taiwan would be a very welcoming place for you to begin or to develop more your entrepreneurship dream and skills. If we jump now to South Korea, it has very broad international cultural reach, and you can see by its K-pop and Korean dramas, by many of the series and that we nowadays watch. It has a very friendly regulatory business environment. The government is very support of startups and R&D investment. Its electronics, its main industries are very well known to us as Samsung, LG. Within electronics, automobile, we have Hyundai, telecommunications, chemicals, and of course, beauty and skincare are also very well known. Steel and semiconductors. So those are the presentation of the three great Asians from the three great countries from South Pacific Asia, and I hope that you can and are willing forward to know more about them, because we are offering great possibilities for uh, business exchanges to these countries. So go on.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you so much, Andre. Yes, as Andre has said, all of these destinations are very interesting, very good for you, and whichever you choose, you will have a very, very good experience. So, next part, financial support. I think this is the interesting part. So, depending on where you go, you will get a different type of, different amount of financial support. And how this works is, if you go to, for example, Canada, next to that euro money bag, you will see 900. That's the stipend you will get per month. And then you will see also a plane icon, and next to it a number, which is 800. That's what you will get as a lump sum to travel to that destination. So you'll be getting, if you go to Canada, you'll be getting 800 euros to travel to Canada, and 900 euros per month. That's 900 for Canada, 800 for the lump sum, 1,000 per month for the USA, 800 as the lump sum, 900 per month for Israel, 600 as a lump sum, 700 per month for Taiwan, 800 as a lump sum, 1,000 per month in Singapore, and 800 as the lump sum, and then finally 900 per month for South Korea with 800 as the lump sum. So whichever you choose, you will be supported by us in some way. And Natalia now will tell us about something more.
Yeah, and according to the searching for the new entrepreneurs, the host entrepreneurs and matching with them, we have 3 ways of matching with HE. You can surf through our database in the IT tool. You can propose a business partner after a prior contact, and we will recruit them to the project. Or create a fact sheet about you, and we will pass it into our partner, who can suggest the potential host. So these are these 3 options for now. And Adrian, can we put Katarzyna on the stage? With pleasure to have her on the stage as well.
I have allowed her. Now it's on her to step up on the stage.
Okay, I think
Okay.
I'm here.
Hello, Kasiu. Pleasure to have
everyone.
you, especially after the with connections and so on. So our guest today is Katarzyna Śpiewak, who just done her business exchange in the US. And she had a chance to collaborate with Denai from California.
Mhm.
Kasia found her HE out of the project place, and she brought it to the project, and how they collaboration. Kasia goal was to introduce into offline wellness, personal growth business, and from the other side, HE. She helped Janai with social media's content, and at the same time, she was developing her skills in this area. Okay, Kasiu, pleasure to have you. Good morning one more time.
Good morning. So nice to see you.
Okay, so maybe let's start from the first questions. And could you tell us how did you go about finding your match, your HE? What is your story about this process?
Okay, so I knew that I wanted to know somebody who is into wellness and health, self-care industry. So I just put this kind of companies into the Google and just confined my area to California. And I knew that I didn't want to go to a big city because it's too much overwhelming for me. So I was just looking into small towns, and I came up with South Lake Tahoe. Actually, I sent about 300 applications, like emails to 300 companies asking if they are willing to cooperate. And only 5 responded. Like, people did not believe it's true. They thought maybe it's a scam or something. Like, they didn't believe that I would just come to learn, to exchange my skills and knowledge with them. So yeah, out of these 5, I chose Janae because she seemed to be the most legit. She had her business for so much time, and she was very versatile because she didn't have only this kind of business, but she was also a coach, realignment coach, and she also had a retreat center and yoga school. So for me, it seemed like she's a successful business owner who I really wanted to cooperate with. So yeah, she responded that she's interested. Then I contacted Magda, and all of this story out from there, because you were like cooperating with us as well. So yeah, that's it.
Wow, 300 males. It's a really shocking number, but how successful at the end. As you can hear, you need to be well motivated and you achieve your goal in finding a match if you really want this.
Yeah, but it's possible always. So never give up.
So you were looking for HE only on the Google, or you were checking some sites with the companies and so on, or it was just Googling the easiest
Actually,
way?
it was just Googling, checking first the location because I knew that it has to be the company from California or other like New York, but I was decided for California. And when I checked the Google, then I checked the website, just trying to see if I can. In Janae's case, I realized that her website and social media were not the best. So I saw the potential in, elevating there. So maybe I thought maybe she needs me because she has so well established business. But when it comes to visual presence on the internet, I could see there's the potential for me to, to enhance it with my presence. So yeah, I wasn't mistaken, luckily.
That's really interesting way how to establish the cooperation, how to encourage the potential host entrepreneur to host you just in there.
Yeah, that's it.
So congratulations, really, that's impressive. How about the commitment plan? How did you get into the commitment plan? Was it difficult to identify common priorities with Janai?
Actually, for me, it was because it was a long time ago since I done such things, being at university about 12 years ago. So I just got out of it. But yeah, after realizing the potential where I can benefit from the exchange and where Janae can benefit, so we just agreed we have the common purposes, common goals. So I just listed them, and Magda helped me to put them into more official, formal, and
Project frame.
language of benefit. Yeah. So yeah, she was really helpful in coordinating, and yeah, after this. Oh, actually, in my case, there was one, let's say, a challenge because I got into the program earlier, and I was like, then the pandemic came and everything. So from the moment when I just applied for the program until I realized the program, there were, I think, 2 or 3 years. I don't remember. It was like a long time ago. So during these 2 years, my vision for my business changed a little bit, maybe not, maybe more than a little bit. So when I found Janae, my actual business plan, the current business plan, was a little bit different to what I put these 2 years ago. So the commission did not see the purpose, like, because first of all, I was thinking about English language learning, studying, teaching, and and now it was like into wellness. So I had to just update my business plan, and after that the commitment plan just came naturally. So yeah.
Yeah, and you found your common goal and solve any doubts to your exchange.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, and my coordinator Magda, she also was very helpful to just put what I knew what I wanted, but maybe I just needed some support into putting this into words and into commitment plans. So yeah.
Thank you for saying that. That's really useful information for all of us, and we're really glad that you enjoyed cooperation with us, especially Magda, my colleague.
Sure.
Okay. What would you say about establishing the good connection between you and Janai?
Yeah, luckily, I don't know if you know about people from California, but they are not very concrete. But luckily, Janae, she moved to California from New York. So she had more like European way of communication, which is more direct and straightforward. So we had no problem because on the first day, we just agreed what I want to do, what she wants me to do, what she wants to achieve, what I want to achieve. It was very straightforward, very clear. I like this kind of communication. And of course, she was really friendly. She was really supportive. So we just hit it off on the first day, and there was no problem. We were like in a good relation all the time. We get on really well. So I think it's really important to find a person who you feel like you get on well as a human being, not only as a business owner. So yeah, it was just very natural for me. We didn't have to do any agreements on how to communicate or how to build a good rapport. It just came naturally for us.
It's really a pleasure to hear you when you are describing your adventure with us, especially.
Yeah.
It's really a pleasure that your exchange was so successful. How about the visa issue? Did you have any problems getting the visa to stay in US? How did you go
No,
there?
because now we don't have these visas. We just need to apply for ESTA, and it's super easy because you just apply online and you get it within 48 hours. I got it after 24 maybe, or even earlier. But one advice, I made a mistake because I don't know why. I thought that I have to apply for this ESTA just before my flight, and I did it 2 days before. And don't do it because I was very stressed, like waiting for it. Then, when I was trying to check in for my flight, I got the information that I am not allowed to go to the US because I do not have any document. Like they did the ESTA, they did not have time for like transfer my permission online to
To
airlines.
proceed?
I don't know how it works, but I was really stressed because on my way to the airport, I still didn't know if I will leave the country. So I just had my document printed out, and luckily, there was no problem because when they saw that I have my ESTA with me, they checked it on their system. It was everything was there. But just to avoid this kind of stressful situation, I would advise you, if you decide and you know that you're going there, even if you do not know, if you're just like 50% sure, just apply for the ESCA as soon as possible, have it, and avoid not necessary stress just before this. So yeah, it
I
was easy. Yeah.
Yeah, from my perspective, I feel stressed right now. I can't imagine what you felt in that situation. So, listen to
Yeah,
Kasia.
yeah, that was very nice. And I had another, like, I was really surprised at the airport because I was asked for the COVID passport, which they should not ask me for. And I didn't have it with me. So I told that I don't have it with me. And the man told me that I'm not flying without showing this. So 1 hour before the flight, I was trying to download the application, the application we have in Poland where you have your ID and all these documents connected to your status as a citizen. And yeah, I was like shaking hands and showing him my passport just before the flight. So yeah, this kind of issues, but it's just my mistake. It's nothing connected with the program. So that's it.
Okay. I hope that you took a rest during the flight after some troubles at the beginning. Okay. How about the flat where you were staying during your stay in US? How did you find it? Was it expensive?
Okay, that was a very difficult thing to do because South Lake Tahoe, where I had this exchange, is a very touristic place, and it's a small town. And because it's touristic and it's small, there is shortage on flats for rent. Everything is like Airbnb, which is super expensive, of course. I even found a flat for, in Polish currency, 170,000 zlotys per month. It's
Oh,
crazy. Like, what?
dollars? How much it was?
Oh, let's divide it. I'm not the best in maths, but it's about $40,000. No,
Okay.
yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, because
Crazy.
a lot of rich people go there. They buy their second, third, 10th houses. They are super rich, super beautiful houses, and they just want to earn money or just whatever. So I soon realized that I will not look for my flat on a Airbnb or something like that. So I joined the Facebook group South Lake Tahoe Housing. And in this group, I realized there is a lot of people in the same position as I was, because there were people who were working in season, like winter season and summer
Summers.
season. Because as a touristic place, they also needed people to work for the restaurants, for the ski pass and everything. So I just posted that I'm looking for a flat and my budget is about $1,000, and if it's possible to get anything like that. And all the people there just told me it's super late for me because I was looking for it maybe 1 month before. That it's super late, that people book their apartments 1 year ahead. And I was
Oh
really
my God.
stressed. Yeah, I was really stressed. But of course, you shouldn't always listen to what people say. You should just listen to yourself, to your own abilities. So I just kept on writing, asking, and just following if there are any people who are posting about available apartments, flats. And it occurred it's not that hard because there were some to choose from. So yeah, I just booked in advance a room in a house. And when I arrived, that was of course, I used my network, like friends, because I know some people who used to live in South Lake Tahoe like 7 or 8 years ago. So I asked them if they know anybody who had the flat, but they didn't have at that point. So I just went to South Lake Tahoe. I went to the room I rented like in advance. But after 1 or 2 weeks, I met people there, of course, because you're networking, you're meeting people. And I met a man who offered me a room in his house for half of the price, which was a super deal for me. And it was in better location. So yeah, I just changed from this super expensive apartment to the better one, which was like, so yeah, you can do it, because in South Lake Tahoe you don't have to sign any agreement for all 3 months or 4 months. It's just months or something like that. So yeah. So if you have any trouble with finding a flat, I think I'd say don't worry as much. Just find something to stay in the beginning, and then when you meet people, you go to work, you just say that you're here. They recognize that you're an honest person, and they just offer maybe something better for you. And Facebook groups. Yeah. Facebook groups better than Airbnb. So expensive.
Thank you for that tips. That's really helpful. I think, especially that you don't know anybody there, and it might be hard at the beginning.
Yeah.
So your experience is really useful for us.
Thank you. I
How
hope so.
How about your experience with Poznań Science and Technology Park? And Magda, my colleague, who
Horrible. Horrible. No, I said it because I don't want to be so rainbow girl. But yeah, but actually I am a rainbow girl here in this case, because it was very supportive and the contact was perfect. I felt really safe when it comes to because I was traveling to another country, another continent alone, and it imposes some challenges, and even you're frightened a little bit. So I just felt that I'm very, very well, um, how to say, I was taken care of, because whenever I just had any issue, which I didn't have much, to be honest, but whenever I had any questions or something, Magda was very supportive. She responded very quickly, and even she was much better organized than I was, because I was a little bit overwhelmed sometimes with the dates or schedule or something. She was always keeping in touch and reminding me about sending documents. And even when I was not responding via email, she reached out for me through another, let's say, sources of communication like Messenger. So just really amazing. And I will recommend everybody to cooperate with this, with Poznań, because it's just very, very good communication and very professional.
thank you. It means a lot for us, as you can see from Kasia experience. Not only me represent Poznań Science and Technology Park. With me, there's Magda, who can support you as well. We will introduce us later, but last one more question, Kasia.
Okay.
How would you summarize your participation in a global?
That was a game changer when it comes to my business. And yeah, because I needed a clarity. I knew more or less what I want to introduce into my business, but being here in Poland, as I say sometimes, when you are inside the jar, you do not see the label. When you get outside of the jar, you can see the label, and you see everything much more clearly from the distance. You are like the laser side, you have the laser side, and it's very valuable. And yeah, when I got into the US, I could see everything from the outside. That's the one point. And the second point is that I had a chance to see the business of Janae. And actually, I could revise my view, because before I was just living with the theory, how it looks like. But when I got into it inside, I just could, meet the reality and revise my idea, which was actually, it changed a little bit thanks to this experience. If I didn't have this experience, I think I would still be like going in the circle and trying to find a solution or the message I want to send with my company. So yeah, it was a game changer, because it gave me the, first of all, clarity on what I want to say. It gave me much more confidence. And Janae was a very good host, because not only she showed me her business, but she took me to the networking meetings, like free. So I had a chance to meet other business owners from South Lake Tahoe and get inspired. I also got 2 clients from the US after this exchange.
Wow.
So yeah, I think it's a very, very good thing to do. Just, be brave, get outside of your comfort zone, let's call it, like it's a very popular expression now. So yeah, because I think I wouldn't be able to do that in Poland. Just I would just go in the circle all the time. So yeah, a game changer. Of course, a beautiful place I was. So you meet a lot of people, friends. You are networking. You experience like a big adventure. Apart from the business side of it, you just experience this as a human being, which is invaluable. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, for sharing with us your experience, for your message to our NEs, to motivate them as well and encourage. It was pleasure to have you sharing your experience. And thank you one more time. And let's move to another slide. We will have a Q&A section later on.
Thank you very much.
You can stay with us on the stage. Adrian, would you join us or no?
Thank you so much for the very, very interesting insights that you gave. I think it's very, very useful. And yeah, I think we can invite more people too if they want to come up. Andre, yeah. And I will also formally invite the rest of the team, like Katarina and such, whoever wants to join, Magdalena, up here, because this is the Q&A section. And right now, we will listen to you. You can ask us questions and we will answer any of us that are up here. So it could be questions on how to get into the program, what do I do, what should I be looking for, or you can ask Kat to go into more details when she was looking for her flat or for host entrepreneur or what they did. So, and I really see there are a couple of questions, and I'm going to start reading on them. So, what specific cooperation and collaboration did you do? How did your daily workday look like? I think this is for you, Kata.
Would you like to repeat, please, the first question?
What specific cooperation and collaboration did you do?
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to see what it looks like to have a wellness business. And Janae wanted some support when it comes to social media and her online presence. And because I had a background in having the online business and online presence, so I helped her with social media, with creating the content for her social media. I helped her with the audit of her website, with gaining more clients from online because she was only taking her clients like from offline. So yeah, I just tried to put more emphasis on her online presence, and because my first idea was to create an online subscription page for the people who are interested in the self-care and in wellness, and just hire somebody, some kind of coach who will provide the content. But after this experience with Janae, I just realized I do not want to create my own business, my own subscription page, but I just want to support business owners like her. Just find more people who have great businesses, but they do not know how to create the online presence. So I just converted from having my own business, my own subscription page, into just supporting other business owners who have already established businesses. So yeah, I was just trying to, during this exchange, to see how the cooperation could look like. So I treated her as my client, some kind of, and she treated me as a person who provides the services to her. So we could just create a workflow, how to support each other. Actually, it was like a training field for me before my real client.
So really a pilot customer or some kind of testing ground where you could check out how it works and really pivot also, because you had like one idea, you went out to the market, you now have another vision, let's say.
Yeah. Because I realized it will be much better. Like, why should I create something new when there are so many people with so many great businesses who I can just support with my skills? So actually, yeah, it was very important for me to just change this a little bit.
Thank you. I think somebody else is asking, you applied for the ESTA for business. I guess it goes back to what you mentioned before. No.
Yeah, it's ESTA. I think ESTA has no distinction when it comes to if it's business or if it's personal. It's just for 3 months for you as a human being, no matter what you want to do. Of course, you cannot earn money on ESTA. If you want to earn money in the US, you have to apply for working
Business
visa. Yeah.
business visa. But we are not going to US for work, but for a business exchange. That's why you can go with ESTA.
Exactly. So somebody asks, I think this is for Natalia, Andre, or Katerina. Can you walk us through the matchmaking process again, please?
Sure, sure. So let's go back to the slide with matchmaking. So the first thing is that you can surf through our database. Which all your own proposals for potential IT. You can propose a business partner after a prior contact, and we'll recruit them to the project. And the other thing is that you create a fact sheet. You will tell us more about yourself, and we will pass it to our partner who can support the potential, who can suggest potential host for you. So this is the matching process. I hope that I already answered your question. If not, please specify more your question.
Or talk to Natalia afterwards during the
Yeah,
the networking session. So
exactly.
going
We
to the
invite
next
you all
question.
to.
Yeah, exactly. So going to the next question. How competitive is the program and what are the stages of matchmaking? I think it's going back to matchmaking, but I guess maybe one of you three can give a bit of details on how competitive the program is.
I can jump in a little bit on the competitiveness. It really is right now the opportunity to go global and do a global exchange. You got to know that the global possibility only runs until the beginning of next year. So basically, we've got this year in 2023 to support and enable more global exchanges outside of Europe. And that's how competitive it is. It's time competitive. You gotta get moving now. Find the right mentor, the right person you really want to collaborate with. I mean, mentoring is also about what Kasha as well said, the personal exchange. You gotta have sort of like some mutual vibe. You need to want to be collaborating together, and then you can make use of the opportunity to go global, not just to the US, but all the other countries that we also introduced, and with Asia as well, supporting you. And if you want to go more west, then yeah, you're right with Magda and Natalia to support you on your path. But really do it now. That's basically what I'm trying to communicate to you. This is the competitiveness.
So time is ticking, and now it's the time to hustle and find your match. So get out there, talk to us, talk to people out there, and you'll be able
Let's
to.
network afterwards.
Exactly.
Actually, Adrian, can I just put a reference over there? Just to give a reply when they ask how competitive is the program. It might be very competitive or not, it just depends how you approach it. One of the best ways of doing it is if you are a new entrepreneur and you want to have a match, I would say there is two ways. Either you go to IT2 and you make a match by yourself, and I had new entrepreneurs who did that. They found the host entrepreneur, it was interesting. They go, they send an email to the host entrepreneur, and before they get the reply, they already matched. They already proposed a match. This is a guy being proactive. Maybe in the future the match will not be consolidated, but here at least he took the first step. But then I had also new entrepreneurs who actually send an email saying, I am this person, I came from this country, I'm interested in this type of business, I would like to have a host on this field. Do you have something? And if he even have already searched in the country where he wants to go for a possible host and communicated, it's even better because we gain the KPI and the new entrepreneur gains eventual solid match. So if you have this perspective, then it's not so competitive because you are actually not waiting for things to happen, you are making things to happen for you. And this is what I would like to say to all the new entrepreneurs who are here. If you do the homework, if you search for your contacts, if you approach the contacts in LinkedIn, if you send an email, if you propose a match, if you see someone nice in 92, make the first move, give the step. Then from our part, we organize the calls and the meetings and the schedules, and we advance with this, and within 1 2 months you are ready to go. So if you look at that, it's not that much competitive.
Exactly. Make things happen. Don't wait for them to happen for you. So I like that. Going to the next question, Katya. Were you not afraid that your host would steal ideas from your business?
No, of course not, because my market is Polish market and her market is American market. So even if she stole the idea, good luck. Like, yeah, nice. It means that I have a good idea. No, 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 no problem. I'm not afraid. I am never afraid of stealing the ideas because I believe that everyone is doing things differently, putting their own personality in, in stuff they do. So no, I believe the market is huge enough to just no, I'm never afraid of that. No.
Nice. Thank you. Somebody says, I have rated the I program in EU. Can I start the application for global I program?
Unluckily, you can't. Depends on when did you had your have your project exchange. Because the rule is that you can participate in your in iGlobal, but there is one exception if you did your exchange before the March 2018. Yeah, so you are eligible to go with us iGlobal, but if after this date you cannot participate, unluckily, in iGlobal.
Okay. So somebody else asked. Moving on. Is it
Let's move.
Is it possible to go for more than 3 months, like 3 months within the program and few more months outside the program? Feel like 3 months might be a little too short. So I think any one of you could answer this.
Yes, that is possible to be answered. Within the program, you can only go for 3 months, and that's it. You can go from 1 to 3 months within the program, not more. What you do outside the program, it's up to you. You are free to go to Singapore, Taiwan, Korea for 3 months within the program, and you can stay longer outside the program. Although if you stay longer, your visa will have to be renovated because you won't have you have to change visa, you need to change country and return again. But it's no concern if you want to stay in any Asian country or any other for 4 5 6 months, although it's already outside of the program scope. I hope it's clear by now. Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see. Another one. Could it be possible to connect with possible host entrepreneur in United States outside New York and California, or are they out of the global program scope?
Well, we take care about these two states, but there are some extinctions, no, exceptions. Exceptions about this, and if the state is neighborhooding with California or New York State, it's possible to join, but of course we would need to have special approval from European Commission to double check it.
Okay, thank you. This one's for Andre. Do you need a visa to exchange in Singapore?
The question was if you need a visa to do a business exchange in Singapore.
Yeah, I guess.
You don't really need a visa to do a business exchange in Singapore. I will take this example. I'm going to Singapore at the end of the next month, and the information that we request from agency, and is what was given to us, is that no visa is necessary.
Okay.
So basically, you don't have this bureaucracy in Singapore. You arrive, you can stay for 90 days with just a free visa entry, which you do at the entrance in the airport. It's going to be very easy, especially because we are Europeans, and it's done. You don't have to pre-do a visa, you don't have to pay for a visa. It's that quick and that easy.
Simple. Wow.
Sure, yeah, that's it. Very simple.
Okay, another question. I think we'll take two or three more depending, because if not, it'll be just the QA and A session the whole time. Maybe people do want more. What is the time between the application and departure for the quote unquote internship? Can I fill application in local office to book a place and then look for a company? There's a second part. What maximum time to find signed contract? Okay, that's a whole thing.
Well, that's interesting question for sure. It depends. It depends. Very personal, because well, safely saying, I would say that it's 2 months from the signing up, applying to departure, because we need to take into account that you need to apply first. Your NIO, we need to check it, your eligibility to participate in the project, then matching with host, creating a commitment plan, finding the common goals with AG, and finding the which might be taking time. And then we need to have EU approval. And before EU approvals, we need to have also some approvals in the IT tool from the leader of our projects and so on. So it's taking time. It's a bit paperwork to do as well. So I would say that 2 months, it's a safe time to get ready.
So start now.
Yeah, especially that our project is ending in March 2024. But we need to take into account that it's maximum 3 months, and it takes time to establish the cooperation between.
So exactly, go out now. Well, not now. After the event. Exactly. Just so you know, NIO is the intermediary organization. That's Natalia, Andre, Katerina, representing intermediary organizations. Maybe one quick question from Olivia. Can we have two different places and two different host entrepreneurs during the 3 months? I think very easy, but yeah, one of you can answer.
No, unluckily you can't have two different AGs during the 3 months, because it would make it would be just two exchanges, but you are eligible to have just one exchange with iGlobal. So unluckily you can't.
Okay, thank you. I think this should be it for the Q&A session. There are still a few questions floating around there, but you know what? You have the opportunity to ask directly to one of the or intermediary organizations around here. So just go around, go to a table, talk to people, and yeah, get a match. Go out there, hustle. This is the time. So who we are? I'm just a simple moderator from Munich. That's all I am. I'm Adrian, but I am part of Interlimber, which is Katerina's intermediary organization. So you should talk to her if you're in Munich. But let me present Natalia from Poznan. Please, Natalia, a few words.
Yes, I'm Natalia, and I cooperate with Magda for iGlobal. So you can get in touch with us. You will get, if you want to go, especially to California, New York, and Israel, you will get in touch with us. As well, Singapore and Canada, but but still, that's the main destinations most popular. Please contact us via mail or during our networking. Enjoy your time and time to ask more questions, more details, and so on.
Exactly. And from beautiful Portugal, Andrea Almeida. Please, a few words from you too.
Hi guys. So if you are interested in Southeast Asia, you already understood. Well, text me mostly for Singapore, but also for Taiwan, Korea. If you want to go, especially for Taiwan, Korea, I can give you the contacts for the people who are working on those organizations which are organizing business exchanges for those two countries. For Singapore in specific, we are organizing them and we have host entrepreneurs which are available. So you should think about this because available host entrepreneurs means quicker possibilities of a future business exchange. And you have my email on the screen. Text me at the end and we can work out possibilities for the future. Always good. Thank you, guys.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. If you would like to contact also the contact points in the different places or the different destinations, here you also have some information. So do take a screenshot of this, but don't worry, we will also send you this information afterwards in a very nice email. Well, afterwards, maybe tomorrow. Let's say tomorrow. And yeah, thank you. Are there any last words we would like to say apart from go out there and hustle now it's the time.
Now's the time. Thank you very
Exactly.
much for joining.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you.
everyone. Now is the networking session, so yeah, go around. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
See you on the networking session.